What's going on, guys? So today we're going to read chapters 2 and number 3 in The Great Care Crisis. The reason why is because the chapters are short. It's meant to be an easy read. But if you haven't already, make sure you get the book and we'll dive right into it. So chapter 2, Revolving Doors. Bayview Medical Center, 7:11 a.m. Dr. Michael Chen scribbled his signature on another discharge summary without looking up. Discharge to home, recommend home health services, follow up with PCP, refer to neurology. Same lines, different day, different patient. The case manager beside him, Leanne, tapped her pen against the metal chart. This one's going home with her daughter. She didn't qualify for rehab. Of course not, he muttered. He didn't mean to sound bitter, but the system was grinding him down. It used to feel like he was doing something meaningful. Now it felt like a giant funnel. Admit, stabilize, discharge, repeat. Carol Matthews had been in the hospital for 4 days. UTI, confusion, fall risk. She was sweet. Thought he was her high school boyfriend. I give it 2 weeks before she's back, Leanne said, not unkindly. Michael didn't disagree. He saw the same names pop up again and again, like ghosts haunting the EMR. Some bounced between hospitals. Some bounced between homes and hospice. Most had families that tried their best. But trying wasn't enough anymore. The support didn't exist. And what really got him, what really made his blood pressure rise, was not that one upstream seemed to... Let's start this sentence all over again. This is why I'm practicing here, so eventually when I get ready to release an audible, I don't have these stutters and all that good stuff. So anyways, thanks for letting me practice with you guys. And what really got him, what really made his blood pressure rise, was that no one upstream seemed to care. His phone buzzed, a new patient was being wheeled in from the ER, another senior, another fall. Room 814, a nurse called. CT scan is ordered, they think it's another subdural. Michael pocketed his pen. He didn't even flinch. Oh, I was about to turn it off, but we're going to read chapter 3 because chapter 2 and 3 is easy enough. All right, chapter 3, The Unsung Hero. Palm Grove Adult Day Center, 7:53 a.m. Jessica Alvarez stood outside the front door, wiping down the windows with Windex and a recycled paper towel. She didn't have to. It wasn't on her job description, but fingerprints were the first thing people noticed, especially on tours. She glanced up at the peeling vinyl lettering above the door, Palm Grove Adult Day Center, a place for joy, purpose, and care. A place for joy, that part was true, but lately the rest felt like a stretch. Inside, she heard the familiar thump-thump of Willie tapping his cane to the beat of Bob Marley playing in the activity room. Tracy, the program coordinator, had the coffee going and the table set for morning trivia. Linda was in the back prepping toast for the early birds. They were ready, but every morning Jessica asked herself the same question: why aren't more people here? With a capacity of 60, Palm Grove barely had 22 members enrolled, and only 14 attending that day. The ones who did come loved it. Their caregivers called it a miracle or a lifesaver. But the phones didn't ring enough. Referrals were rare. Hospital discharge planners didn't even know they existed. She stepped inside and locked the door behind her just as a large van pulled up. "Good morning, sunshine," she called as she helped Miss Eleanor down the ramp. Eleanor was wearing a sequined sun hat and singing "You Are My Sunshine" under her breath. "We've got art therapy today," Jessica said cheerfully. "Do I get to paint another cat?" Eleanor asked. "You get to paint 2 cats," Eleanor beamed. By 9 a.m., the room was buzzing, laughter at the puzzle table, Bing Crosby on the speakers, and the smell of cinnamon toast wafting from the kitchen. Jessica ducked into her office, a converted supply closet with just enough space for a desk, a chair, and a folder rack that constantly leaned to one side. Her laptop screen blinked with an email from the county grant office. "Thank you for your submission." Unfortunately, due to budgetary constraints, she stopped reading. Let's read that over. "Thank you for your submission. unfortunately, due to budgetary constraints, trying to get these pages, they're sticking, she stopped reading. The grant would have helped expand hours, maybe even add transportation, maybe hire a bilingual staff member to support their growing Latino community. She sat back in her chair, deflated. On her bulletin board hung a quote she wrote in Sharpie. If Adult Day were a pill, every doctor in America would prescribe it. But it wasn't a pill. It was a mystery to most people, even healthcare professionals. She opened her voicemail hoping for something different, and there it was. New voicemail, timestamp 6:44 a.m. Hi, my name is Sarah Matthews, and I'm calling about my mom. She has dementia. I'm really struggling. I don't know if this is the right place to call or even if you help with this kind of stuff, but I saw your name on a flyer in the church lobby, and I don't know, I didn't know what else to do. Jessica closed her eyes and took a breath. She called. They always call. Eventually, the system just makes sure it's after they've hit rock bottom. She picked up the phone and dialed. Chapter 2, Chapter 3, that's all we got for today, folks. So Chapter 2 was Revolving Doors with Dr. Chen, and Chapter 3 was the introduction to our unsung hero in the book, Palm Grove Adult Day Center. So, guys, thank you so much for just your support. It means the world, seriously. I really, the underlying message within this book is something that I'm trying to communicate to the world. So anyone who actually reads the book, I think it'll resonate with most people. The hardest part is getting people to read something, right? So I'm looking forward to the time or that opportunity to put this on Audible, and we will make that happen. But I just want you to know that everything in this book is from all the experiences that we have experienced, all through the last 10, 14 years between the assisted living, adult day, home care. These stories, are going to resonate with you as well. If you are in the healthcare space, in the long-term care industry, they're going to resonate with you. You're going to understand, you're going to be able to see, all these situations happening in your own world. And all I can say is there is a message in this book that is so incredibly important for the future of Adult Day that I'm just asking you, if you haven't already, I would love for you to purchase a copy, stop by here, ActivAge in Sarasota, and we'll get you a copy. But I would love for you to read it, because I think once you read it, it'll really, really resonate, and you too can help us share our message that Adult Day is the future of senior care. So thanks so much, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.